Welcome back to another episode of Burgg and Podcast. This is episode 8. Guest here, Mason. Mason, give us a little introduction for the people that
Man, they know what's going on. It's your friend, your favorite little teammates in the building. What's up, fellas?
What's
Be a part of Burgg and Friends. I'm family. I don't know about y'all niggas. Forget Burgg and Friends. This is Burgg and Friends and family out here.
Who your teams, yo?
Basketball, LA Lakers till I die. Football, gotta go with the home team, Ravens. Orioles suck, but you know what I'm saying, home team. And that's about it.
Any change you want to add, Kendall?
Yeah.
Fuck you, yo.
Hold on. Can you got a new team this week, yo?
What you say?
Got a new team this week?
No, nigga. I already told you my teams, yo. I named my 3. Yeah, I
What's
said
your
3,
teams,
nigga.
yo? Let's just make sure. What's your 3 teams?
Teams.
What? Yo, my 3 teams, Chicago Bears. Hold up. Matter of fact, Chicago Bears, the Bulls, and wherever Jimmy go, and the Packers.
Whoa!
I'm not starting off wrong, nigga. Everybody know I'm a Packers fan and a Bears fan. That's not nothing
You're
new.
a Packers fan?
Yeah.
You might have
Oh,
been.
shit. I never knew that.
Yeah, I'm a Packers fan.
Boy.
I'm a Brett Favre fan.
You're a Brett Favre fan or a Packers?
Huh?
What you said?
Brett
3.
Favre fan or Packers fan?
No, I grew up a Packers fan because of Brett Favre.
Okay.
And then Brian Urlacher came to the Bears. So when Brian Urlacher came to the Bears, then I became a Bears fan.
All right.
Boy, you're a team dot.
Hey.
Get right into it. So, does it seem easier to get females down than it was back then?
No.
Everyone pop it off. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, for real. I mean,
I say
all
no.
you got. Go ahead, bro.
Good, Dylan.
Davon about to get in
I
the
say
play.
yeah, 'cause- I mean, God dang, y'all stop cutting me off. Shit. All right, so I say yeah, because, I mean, shit, it's easy to slide in the bitch DMs nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? So, not like 15 years ago when, like, you know what I mean, you had to walk up on a girl for her to talk to them. You know, now it's just way more virtual to talk to females and stuff like that now. So, yeah, I say yeah. It's much easier.
Shit, I say no. I'd rather walk up on you than hit them DMs, boy. You hit them DMs, boy, you gonna end up on a chick group chat. You end up on her timeline. Who the hell is this nigga?
I wouldn't even give a fuck.
Nigga, man, what the fuck is this?
I never approached thirsty, so it don't.
Right.
I ain't
As
gonna
long
be
as you
all
don't
that,
come
so.
off thirsty for real. So what? Let a bitch send your shit to everybody else. I don't give a fuck. Go to the next one. She say no, it's another bitch on Instagram.
Okay,
Who's
Gucci,
the next one?
man.
Right. I feel you, Ken.
Damn, that shit real loud though. Slow down.
I ain't sliding in no DMs, man.
Man, you taking it. That's hella
Why not though?
Fine.
I just told you why, boy. They be always, you be the first, you know how the motherfucking DMs. Next thing you know, you on the timeline.
You want to talk?
Yo, but go ahead, Bon. What?
Next thing you know, she screenshotting y'all messages on the timeline. Or sending your shit to the group chat.
You got a problem with that? I don't really care.
I mean, you got
They
girl.
gonna
You
say,
ain't
yo, if you don't come off, they gonna say, yo, if you don't come off thirsty, you sing your shit. What the fuck you gonna be pressed about? And what you be mad about? It ain't nothing for real. I can't try to holler at you. You ain't try to give me no play for real. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think both of y'all right. Like, it's easier to get with females, like, physically, I would say. Well, not even physically, but, like, just to talk to, like you said, like, the virtual aspect, because we got social media, we got all this other stuff to, like, easily, like, holler at a girl. So in that aspect, it's like, yes, it's easier to get women because you didn't have to know them or know where they lived at or that kind of nature. But at the same time, it's no, because back then, women really was looking for genuineness, authenticity, and a good guy. Now you better have that bag on you because if you don't, you the dub. All the splued out city girls that they didn't fuck the whole game up. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder to get with them in that aspect. And just trying to like spit game to them, yeah, that shit easy. Man.
But see, social media done fucked up niggas' game for real. Niggas so used to trying to go through the DMs. Nigga don't know how to holler at no female face to face, yo. They so used to that shit going through Instagram, just saying what's up to you for real, and just hoping you get a response. And when you see a female face to face and you want to holler at her, you like, nah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. I mean, if I feel like if I see you on social media,
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't feel like that's a problem. If I see you in the street now and I feel like you know what I mean, you look good for real, I want to try to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when you highlight a female, you gotta be able to carry a conversation, yeah. If you don't know how to carry a conversation, the female ain't trying to holler at you.
You gonna have to do that regardless though, because
yeah, but with Instagram, what's the thing though, yo? With Instagram, you got more time. You got more time to respond. Like you got time to get your thoughts together. When you face to face with a woman, you gotta be quick on your feet.
That's fact.
Yeah, that's fact. I'm a person type of nigga. I can't do that DM shit.
That's good, you know. Then you got a response.
Bonnie, you must be Trump. You must have one screenshot or something. You said it's like,
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I ain't never do it, but I always like I be around like females and shit like that, and they be slam putting niggas on bad. Like, oh, you know this person, da da da. This person being my shit, da da da. Like I know a lot of motherfuckers who be like, I know, like, yeah, that nigga was in this person be this and that.
Yeah.
And they be saying,
that's why it's hard now.
Yeah, I look like talking to him this and that. I'm like, damn, man, ain't even that serious. Just give him the shoulder, like, nah.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky, but I mean,
now mind
don't come off as thirsty.
Like now imagine she talking to me like that. Imagine what she saying to her homegirls. They probably going in on a nigga.
You're right, group chat. Group chat probably be lit, yo.
Right.
Group chat.
Hey, Burgg, did you see how you felt about it?
So I kind of feel like how y'all feel. Like it's easier, but it's easier because we got social media. Basically, when you going at a girl DMs, you know how you said it. You can collect and see how you want to say. But personally, it's a whole different ball game. You gotta really know how to game to a female, because if you, they're gonna let you know. So, yeah, I think it's easier now. It'd be hard if you don't know how to really talk to a female in general. So,
yeah, like I like to figure. Like I still piggyback off of what May said, because like if you do go in the DMs or something like that off of social media, they look at your page. You gotta look like you got bread or this and that for a chick to even wanna respond to your shit. If you post some weak shit or you don't look like you got no money or nothing like that, definitely.
I think that's why. That's why I makes agree with both sides, because that's how you gotta play it for real. Because you never know how it's gonna go on social media, and it might work out better for you in person. So you gotta know how to rock on both sides to,
exactly
approach a female.
Yeah. That's why you got a lot of niggas who just be flexing.
Yeah. Hey, niggas don't post the L's. Niggas show you they on a flight somewhere, but they don't show you when they come back and they sleeping on the air mattress with rats running around. Like, they don't show you that.
That's real. That's real.
Niggas flashing big money and all that. Not even this. But hey, shorty gonna be in
that's lead money and shit.
What's the topic, yo?
This nigga said, "What's the topic? Where you been at, yo?"
What's going on? Yeah, I said it once, sure.
Burgg, go ahead, ask the question again. I forgot what exactly it was.
Does it seem easier to get with females now than it was back then?
Oh, y'all still on that?
Yeah. Waiting for you.
Oh. So it kind of seems all the same to me. Well, I mean, I ain't been in the mix lately, but Yeah, I gotta watch my words on here.
Right. He know better. He know better.
But it all seem the same though, yo. It's all easy. Like yo, if you like, I know two type dudes, yo. I know shy dudes, and I know dudes that go at whatever. It don't matter time, place, whatever. They gonna do it, and all like it's all the same still. Of course, social media make everything easier, but I was still in the MySpace era. I mean, back when I was in high school. So I'm saying everything else is still the same for real. And then you know what I'm saying, you the type of dude with confidence, whatever. You'll bring like they'll just flock to you for real. You ain't even gotta do too much. So I think it's all the same now. Back I don't know how far we talking about back then, but now I think it's all the same. What everybody else say?
I mean, for when we say going at girls, we mean like, because I know everybody start going at girls probably like 14 for real.
Oh, did you ask me or you just?
Everybody start going at girls around like 14, right?
He's saying this in general, like
okay.
Okay.
I agree. All right. Oh, that was it? You just saying it?
No, I was asking.
I thought he was asking a question. Yeah.
I did.
He keeps saying something and stopping like it's as if he asking a question and shit.
Yeah, right. What everybody else say? Y'all say yeah, no? What everybody else say? I had left when Mason first started.
We was a yeah and a no.
Huh?
I went for both sides.
It was yeah.
Okay. What'd you say, Burgg?
I agree with Bon and Kenna. Basically, fair.
Boy started fly on Facebook that night.
That chopper fly.
Hey, Ro, what you say, yo? You ain't never say nothing.
I think he agreed too.
Yeah, I agree with y'all because peace.
Another Android.
So for me, you said what?
Go ahead.
I said for me, it go both ways. So I feel like it's easier to get the girl now, but I feel like it's harder to like stick with the girl now for real because it's so many other options to go bad and shit like that. But as far as like getting them in general, I feel like it's probably easier now. But like, because you could DM somebody today, and a week later, next thing you know, you try to talk to somebody else, and then the homegirl told you about them. Then now you stuck up. Then you got nothing else.
That's the whole little thing. Hey, Bon, what you been posting? I heard Bon to say something. Bon, what you was posting in somebody's group or something that you found out?
No. I was telling niggas like how like I be around females and like they'd tell me like, oh, you know this person such and such, this person be in my DM such and such, and be like, don't he such and such, or don't he know you, and he this type of nigga. This like, what make him think I'll deal with him or something like that. So I'm like, yo, if a female coming to me like that, imagine what she's saying to her homegirls in the group chat and shit like that. They probably running you to the dirt.
Oh, you don't want to be talked about.
I ain't getting in there.
That's crazy. That's low key why it's hard though too, bro. Cause right now you in a group chat like, oh, he used to talk to me, or he trying to shoot his shot, Like back then, ain't nobody worry about that. Like ain't nobody know none of that. You could have been where you was at in peace. Now they blocking blessings. Your wife is in their friend group, but she ain't trying to give you no rap because she talking like, man, get that
girl, we used to hang with each other in first grade. You ain't seen this bitch since first grade.
Right.
That would be crazy.
All right, so
have y'all ever
rejected?
What you want to say?
So how do y'all handle being rejected?
I mean, you just gotta play that shit off, man.
Right.
Yeah,
that shit
Pop it
off,
off, man. I mean, it be some niggas, some clown ass niggas. Oh fuck you, bitch, all this and that. Like that shit clown out for real. For real, just walk away, man.
You gonna take L's, yo.
Take that L, man.
This time you bald headed, you into guys with hair or some shit. let's go ahead. let's go ahead and turn me down. Like, yo, God, like, yo, this time I'm ball. I don't like ball head man.
But y'all in style though.
That's sort of
key.
some people.
As long as you
Y'all
got
stop.
beard, you winning, bro. I'm struggling over here, bro. It's not sweet. Sweet.
You in the struggling
Oh
stage,
yeah,
man?
yo.
Bro, I'm struggling, bro. Sideburns long as hell in this quarantine. I thought 2 months was gonna do something for me with no bit. Nope, nothing.
But yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
definitely
cool
feel you.
with rejection, but I hate the cold rejection though. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know. But I hate
Cold rejection. What you mean?
like
I know exactly what he means.
Hell won't get
She gotta be, you gotta be loud with it, or
yeah.
you know what
Oh,
I mean?
all right, okay, I got you.
Sideways with it, for real. It's out of
Yo,
order, for real.
Yo, you just gotta have tough skin. You know what helps build that? Getting cracked on at a young age, getting embarrassed, all that
Shit don't even
builds you up
bother
for all
you.
that. Yeah, you be like,
I used to get cracked on all the
It's
time.
like right off your back. Like, oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. Won't even bother you.
Whoa, what's
See-
that? Not your back, boy.
Yo, come on, yo. With
Whoa.
this. Yo, damn. You can't say
Nigga's
nothing,
crazy,
yo.
yo.
Yo,
Hey yo,
I really gotta
Yo.
watch my words, yo.
yo. So have y'all ever had somebody where as though you try to talk to a nigga, you know, rap, you try to go at that friendly to down the line, but and they was blocking. Have y'all ever had that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all used to deal with each other. Bro, you hurt me down. How we used to deal with each other?
You ain't want me.
I think that's the most.
Like,
That's what,
I
bro.
think
If
that's
you
some
ain't want
crazy
me,
shit, yo.
why? What's the problem? That's yeah.
Or they give you the runaround, and then they be mad when you say fuck me for real and go to that home girl. Be like, nah, nigga, like where you at? Like, nah, bitch, I gave you your time. The time up. And then they start trying to block for real. Like, no, that's
I
my
could be
home girl.
wrong.
Whole time, but she just associates. I don't even fuck with each other like that.
Could be wrong, but
Yeah,
this is
try
my
to
theory
be
to
fake
that,
friends.
bro. I
Yeah.
honestly think, right? I could be wrong, but this is my theory. I honestly think if you shoot your shot at a girl and she initially rejects you and you try to shoot at a friend years later or whatever later, I honestly think it's a subconscious like insecurity. It's almost like, why did you shoot at my friend first? Because I feel like the girl would want to give you rap, but she didn't pique your interest first. So she's low-key upset about it. Therefore, you're not getting rap.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But what if you didn't even know about Shorty?
Then that's a different case scenario. Then that's just messed up. That's foul. You know what I'm saying? She
Oh, you saying if you
blocking that blessing?
If
You
you
saying if you knew about both
see
of them.
both of them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You should like you meet them at the same time per se. You shoot at one. You could be years down the line. You be like, no, let's try this, whatever. She's like, but you ain't want to rap to me back then. We was in high school, yada yada yada. Like, and me, at least in my opinion, I feel like some girls, because one of my homegirls told me, she said like, yeah, like she been in a situation she actually thought the dude was cute or attracted to her, but like, why you ain't want me back then type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a insecurity thing. You wanted my friend. Was I not cute enough for you back then? You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. So that's to be my best guess. I still don't think it's right, but
No, I with you on that. I think most of all us agree.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
so, how can I put this? What if it was like vice versa? Would y'all kids shorty win at your man's, or you just like?
Nah, if I ain't hitting
How
nothing,
can you get mad? Yeah, you can't get mad about that shit.
tell me how it was, man.
coming up, actually had that happen a few times. Whereas my friends got picked over me. I just had to hold the L.
yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Gotta hold the L.
Ain't
nothing
no
you do about it,
bro. Tell me the story, how it was, man.
Hella time.
Mhm.
Back at the show.
Right.
Oh no! Let me shoot my shot first. Then you can worry about yours.
Definitely had to happen a couple times, yo. Shit, in high school, yo, I was on the back burner. First couple years, I was on the back burner. My friends getting all the love. I'm like, nah, be yo.
Middle school.
Yeah, be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how it was for me in high school too.
So would y'all fuck with a girl if she fuck with your man, and he was cool with it?
There's limits on it.
What you mean fuck with? What you mean fuck with?
All right. So
Like, all right, say your man's cracked her, and she was trying to go, would you still go?
He was like wifing her, or he just hit her?
He just hit her.
Oh,
Like he hit her
yeah.
for
That's
but he
free
hit her
game.
for but he hit her for a minute. Like it was going on for a minute, like a good year. So for real.
If he not in love with her, or
Yeah, that's free
He
game.
was just
he's
hitting her.
passing it off. Yeah.
He was just hitting. He was just hitting.
Oh, all right.
So it's just a body.
Enough kind of thing. Long as it's
Yeah.
not like your man's ex or a girl that you know he had feelings for that would have been something. Even if they were
Right.
fucking for a while, that's at least to me that would be free. I'm not gonna be mad at that. That's
Right.
free game. You do your thing. But
Yeah.
if you know your man's fuck with it, then you foul. But other than that, man, go ahead.
I'll probably
Cause you-
say
Sometimes in
something.
that instant, sometimes in that instance though, some niggas would be like, "Oh no, yo, I don't give a fuck," and then you crack, and then you be like, "Yo, I thought you was my man, yo. You should have known better. You should know me better than that." Nah,
That's
nigga, you
not-
said it was free game. That's your fault.
That's some
That's all that-
insecure
He
shit.
shouldn't act like
That's
that.
on-
it
yeah,
is.
that's on
It
him
is.
for real.
It is insecure shit, but it's niggas
So
like
you
that.
said it
though.
was a go for real, so
All right.
can't get mad at me.
Yeah. And if you really do feel that way, you know, say something. Don't think like, oh no,
Right.
go ahead, shorty. And then when I
Right.
really do it, because niggas don't think you can really hit. When I really do it, now you gotta, you know what I'm saying, low key animosity
Yeah.
with me. Like, don't do that. If you really don't want me to touch her, say that. As a man, I respect it, but you can't be mad after the fact. Like, it's sucker shit.
But like you said, man, tell him respect you. You like, man, he can't get her, yo. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
all right. Then
niggas
when you
don't
get her,
care.
like, damn, yo. Being his feelings and shit.
But, you know, I just don't like that they won't say anything, yo.
Yeah,
And you'll
I
think
agree.
that you and your homeboy or whoever will have that type of relationship with us. You know what I'm saying? They speak up, say what they gotta say, and then next thing you know, some feelings from
From the
God
girl.
where. Hey yo,
Y'all think family members are off limits?
nah.
Depends.
But I would say something first because you never know how.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah,
respect.
yeah. No, definitely out of respect. I just want to show up because I know some niggas that be like, "That's my man's sister, cuz I'm just not gonna do it." And other niggas like, "Nah, bro, your sister bad. Like I want her." Like,
It all depends, though.
But it all depends on the dude too.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
about
it
to
depends on the dude and the girl, though.
So if I
As
know
far
you
as what though? What the D as far as what?
these, yo, I
He a
can't
dog
believe-
ass nigga. Fuck
Yeah,
no.
I say it depends on the dude and the girl. Like if it's like a cousin or a relative that you know, like a good, like a real chills cousin that's not like that's really going like try to hold your man's down or something like that. If you're going dog my little cousin, nah, I'm like, nah, bro, you can't fuck my little cousin. But if y'all both like, if I know she ain't shit, you ain't shit, hey, go ahead. Fuck,
Oh,
He
okay,
ain't shit
so
together.
okay, so what if your man's ain't shit, but she really like him? You just gonna block all that?
I can tell her like, yo, I don't know.
I put on
yeah, I
game
think that's
for
fair.
real.
Yeah, put her on.
All you
game.
gotta
I'm
do
gonna
is-
let you make your
I
own
put her
decision.
on game.
I'm
Like
telling
I
you.
tell you, like, yo, just don't.
You can't stop nobody from.
Like, yo, don't play with my little cousin. I know she want to hit you. Just don't play with my cousin. Like, if she want to hit you and just be about it, what you're going. But if you, and I tell her the same thing, like, yo, he ain't the type that's going settle down, this and that. But if you want to play, you want to play in that game, go and play in that game.
Right. Once she do it,
Yeah.
that's her decision for her. You
Yeah.
can't do shit. You can't
But I get
force
a warning
decisions on
both
nobody.
sides, though. I can't just get a warning on one side. Because if I do the warning on one side, I'm going to feel like I'm down talking the other one.
Mhm.
So I'm going to make sure I say something on both sides. Because though I don't feel like I'm talking down on my own man's for real. Then I feel like I'm just throwing my cousin out there to anybody.
Oh, you like it? Oh, good.
All right, so hold on. Quick scenario. You talking to a girl, right? And y'all like basically feeling each other. Y'all probably talk for like a good month or so. But you find out that she closest like cousin or something. You basically treat her like a sister. And he tell you like, yo, I'm gonna need you to stop talking to her.
Give me the big one.
Or you
Big
just,
one.
keep going.
Hold on, Burgg. Say that question again.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
hear
'cause
you.
you breaking up.
My bad. So you talking to a girl for a month, like y'all close for real, but you find out that she is your closest homeboy cousin. He treat her like a sister, and he tells you like, "Yo, I'm gonna need you to, like cut that off because you don't really want y'all like talking to each other. You gonna cut Shorty off? We just gonna keep talking."
I'm going to ask
Keep
him why.
talking.
Yeah, first we gonna have to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just tell me to do that.
It depends on that
I'm a man
relationship. Too. Is it my
first.
good man?
Right,
Or
Davon.
man?
Right.
And this
You
is good man. Like y'all been through some stuff. This your good man.
But you said if me and the girl close, I'm gonna ask her why. Like, yo, we've been vibing, let me not say vibing for sure.
No more vibes 2020. Stop saying
All right,
vibes.
listen.
No
All right,
more
I'm not.
I really like shorty, this and that. If you tell me a good reason, like, yo, I feel like you're gonna do this, or I feel like she's gonna do this, such. I don't know. Yeah, we gonna have to talk about the reasons why.
Definitely.
So if that shit, man, you know that you trying to dug out for real, and he come to you on some respect type shit, and like, yeah, like, yo, I don't want you to do it dirty. Would you cut it off?
Yeah,
Would you cut
I
it
feel like
off?
I'm a dog, and you feel like I'm gonna hurt your cousin and she fucking with me. Yeah, I stop talking to her.
Okay.
But yo, nobody really going to something thinking
And be like,
though.
I'm gonna fuck her over though.
Yeah, nobody really going to it like with that mindset. It's always kind of like a free slate thing, a clean slate thing, and it's like,
make you settle down.
I mean, I ain't gonna go that far with it, but I'm gonna just say like you ain't going into it thinking that like you like, you know what I'm saying? I see where this going, and then
that's not everybody though, man. Some niggas out there that's trying to dug females out, yo. You gotta be honest about that shit. It's niggas out there like that.
It's not. I'm just out here to dug you. Some people just mindset. I just want to hit. It's not like, oh, I'm just dug you. It's not like
no,
I'm
all right, but listen.
Like, bitch, I don't know you for the rest of my life. It's just some people just be like, oh yeah, I want to hit her. That's about it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you dugging her on if you leading her on. Like, you basically telling her, like, yeah, like, I want this, that, and the fourth whole time. All you trying to do is just crack. That's what I mean. Like, you dugging her out. Like, because you ain't being honest with her.
Well, that's
whole
what
time.
I
ain't really dogging out, yo. Is it?
Why ain't it? If she getting her feelings, it is.
But
if
you
she getting her feelings the whole
dog,
time, you fucking her. That's dugging her out, yo.
I think that is dogging her out. I think you just gotta be straightforward, yeah. You gotta be real.
Yeah, you
like,
did.
Ain't much to it.
You on the real?
I feel like dogging her out is like on some straight disrespectful shit. That's what I think when I hear
that's
dogging out.
disrespectful though. If she getting her feelings, if she start falling for you, yo. Let's listen to this. If she start falling for you and you playing it like you falling for her whole time, you not, and all you the only reason you doing is so you can crack her. That is being disrespectful, yo. That's playing. That's dogging her out.
I wouldn't say disrespectful, but that is dogging.
That's dogging. It's still dogging.
That's dogging her out. Thank you, Mace. That's dogging her out.
It's like all right, yo, you see a pit bull on the loose, right, walking down the street.
Oh, no, don't go to these dogs.
Hear me out. You see a pit bull loose on the street, right? Your first reaction is like, oh shit, because it's loose or whatever. But you know what pits are known for. You know what I'm saying? It's off-right pits. You could be walking down that same street and see a chihuahua. Bruh. Granted, it's a smaller dog. Don't look like it could do much, but it still bite. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how niggas would be playing it. You would be playing it as if, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a dog at the end of the day, but I'm not coming up as aggressive. I'm not coming up as violent. But you still can hurt the person at the end of the day.
Oh, so it's like you could rather be the pit or the chihuahua, is what you're saying?
Bruh. I don't know if I want
nigga bothered.
a chihuahua, brother.
Mace, I get what you're saying, yo. I get what you're saying.
Both of them are dogs at the end of the day. They both can bite. You know what I'm saying? One just comes off as aggressive.
Yeah, I'm just fucking
I feel like,
nigga, fuck you, man.
What's that, Burgg? Yours breaking up, Burgg.
Oh, I said from now on, we not using dogs as explanations, yo.
Yeah, Kenneth used a real bad dog.
Yo, we gonna leave it alone, yo. Yo,
that's not like,
next topic, yo. Next topic, yo. Go ahead.
We got you, bro. Monkeys.
Yo, okay, so let's say, you know what I'm saying, right? They switch it, and they use us thinking we got something, but we don't got it, or they use it to get it. Like, is that disrespectful?
Yes.
Like female using us?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still disrespectful.
How's that disrespectful?
I mean,
bro, that's a gender double standard, bro.
I just think she's playing you.
That's what I think.
So playing somebody is disrespectful.
Well, to the person,
I just think you got finesse.
It is.
You just got finesse.
Listen,
no,
come
on, yo.
Come
on, Dave. No, yo.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Like,
you're still trying to play somebody.
Cause like I feel like certain dudes where as though they be like laid up in the house with the bitch all the time and chilling with her, eating up all her fruit snacks and shit. And then there's some niggas who just be like calling like 12 o'clock at night, like, yo, I'm trying to see you for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But
He always stop when like he asks.
Yeah. He be going and he just stop, and I be stuck.
Oh, no.
All right. We got I don't know, cause I get what y'all saying, and I agree with y'all saying. I'm just like the terminology is I'm thinking a different terminology, but I don't disagree with what y'all saying though. As far as how we treat shit.
All right. So, how have y'all been keeping up with friends and family like during the quarantine for real?
Doing this dumbass shit with you every
I'm about to
day.
say, I don't know why it's podcast.
Yeah, the podcast, yo.
Yeah,
Podcast.
Oh, this dumbass shit with you every day. I'm crying.
But now I mean, all y'all here, I fuck with. I mean, from time to time, weekends, link up, play the game, drink. My man just had a baby reveal. We popped up there. Honestly, I kind of been moving kind of regular, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm moving regular.
Wrong.
I mean,
The thing is, we can't go to bars and shit, but besides that, we still been saying each other.
And I just go to the liquor store, grab them up one drink, bring it home, or take what I want, take it, drink that, and keep it moving for real. Honestly, yo, I like going to the liquor store more than the bar. Only thing about the bar is that you get the environment. Yeah, you get the environment, but as far as some prices,
I'd rather go to the liquor store.
Like a lot of my pockets been looking. My pockets been looking.
yo,
I used to be spending bread at the bar.
Yo, the bar will kill your pockets, yo.
Then we'd be deep and you be buying rounds and shit, man.
Yeah, once you get
And
drunk.
don't let a female be there. Someone, can I get you a drink? Yep. Run that tab up.
Especially when they see you buying the whole team rounds.
It get ugly, yo.
What about me?
You only get 3 friends? Oh, that ain't nothing. I got y'all. Drinks on me next round. I got y'all.
It get ugly, yo.
Get bad.
When you drink, bro, you just feel like you fucking Jay-Z or some shit.
Oh, shit.
Real
When
shit,
you
yo.
drunk, yo, you like, man, fuck it, another round on me.
Man, yo, Bonner, we went out one night, and I bought all us rounds one night, right? And I think it's either I bought 1 round or 2 rounds. But whatever round it was, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get paid in 2 days. Look at my car like, oh shit, let me just use the credit card real quick. Start the credit card. Oh, we on. Let's go. Like, yo, when you in that mode, yo, and you having fun and you with your fellas or your friends, whoever you with, y'all having a good time, yo. Yo, money the last thing on your mind, yo. You like
it is, yo.
Nah, really,
It should be.
You wake up in the morning like, damn,
I spent 150.
Yes, yo.
Yo,
Hold on,
that one year, yo, when I went out of town the next day, bro, I was on the airplane, like, bro, what the fuck was I doing at the bar spending this money?
Don't get
Yo,
crazy,
I'm going on a trip, though. I'm on an airplane, like, yo, I was acting up last night. I ain't even on my trip yet. Like, yo, what's up?
That's how I be, yo. That's how I be, yo. You just be enjoying yourself.
The time you went to Lil Dickies, yo.
I wanted to go there too when I kept saying y'all going there.
Lil Dickies is a problem.
Yo, Lil Dickies will bring you up, yo.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Lil Dickies is it get bad, it get hectic.
I kept next thing you know, you buying some more. Like, yo, it gets crazy, yo.
That's how I be, yo.
And
that just show you, yo, that you can really just have fun with just almost anything. As long as you around
the right people.
And you just vibing, yo. That's
it'd be crazy, yo, because females will really think y'all out doing something, yo. We really be
really cooling.
Be chilling.
Yo, you didn't even talk to a female. Only female you
hanging with your niggas.
And one word to a female.
And look, say you not even answering your phone or whatever, and they think you doing something wild. Whole time y'all just geeking, and you ain't even paying your phone on mine. You like, yo, I'm just in a good space.
Which is how
right
it
now.
should be. You should.
Oh no, nigga, say you come home.
They'll be around you and see how we all are together, and still think you're doing something when you're waiting.
Right.
You see,
it don't matter, yo. It don't matter. And then when you come home late, yo, I remember one time me and Benz got fucked up. We went to DC. And I couldn't drive home. He was like, yo, I ain't letting you drive home, yo. I ain't get home until like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, where the fuck was you at? I was like, yo, I was drunk as shit. So I ain't trying to hear that shit. I was like, yo, Rodney said I couldn't drive home.
Them DC nights be terrible, yo.
DC nights, yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's a bitch.
I used to love going to DC, yo.
Oh, yeah.
And yo, in DC, we just talking about the bond prices. Yo, DC used to tax us.
Oh,
We
yeah.
still ain't care. We
I'm
just
like,
Give a fuck.
We still swiping that
Yeah,
card like a
John,
motherfucker, yo.
Yeah.
because they stayed open so long. They stayed open like an hour or two longer than here. And it was just like, yo, we already left out late. So I was like, yo, we can still leave out late, go around there, and still have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never get no bullshit going on there. Just
Oh,
it was
no.
all good
That was
vibes.
good.
You know,
Man, I
what's
got this
crazy,
motto
yo?
I live by: memories over money.
Yeah.
That's
You
good.
know
That's
what's
good.
I really
We'll
live by.
still spend the same amount of money going to DC, and it only be like 4 of us, 4 or 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
When we go out in town, it'd be like fucking 8, 9, 10 of us. You be buying rounds and shit. It's just because how price it is.
Hold on,
Prices
but
are-
but Mason, what you how you going with that though? That's I like that.
Honestly, bro, it came to me a couple years ago. So I'm real close to my father, right? We take a lot of father-son trips and things like that. But one thing I always said, just especially like, you know, high school and even now, like getting through college, everybody knows like these are really your struggle years, right? But like some of the most fun that I've experienced has been when I've only had like $50 in my pocket. Like I go to New York with my friends for the weekend and I'm eating $1 pizzas the whole weekend. But I have so many laughs, so many fun moments of us exploring the city. And it's like, you know, it seems cliche, but it's like it's really true. Money will somehow circle its way back around. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being religious, like I know God will always make a way. You know, you feel me? But like, you just never know when your last day on earth is. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with this bullshit we see going on with police brutality and just being from Baltimore, all kind of shit. Like, you never know when life is gonna end for you. So it's like, yeah, it sucks that I lost that $200 at the bar that one night. But like, am I really gonna remember that shit 2 months from now? No, but I remember Beans did some funny ass shit and we was rolling while we was in the beach in Jamaica. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to always have that memory, especially like you got kids or little cousins. Like, you remember that shit coming up. I remember being 13 and taking a little weekend trip with my father to, you know, the Boston, went to a Boston Celtic game. You know, I was so excited to see the arena, the garden, this, that, and the third. Like, I had no clue what my father was going on at the time. But like, it was during the recession back then. My father had like got up, laid off at one time, didn't even know how the hell we doing it. He somehow made ends meet. We probably went up there with $400 for spending money, bro. One of the best trips of my life. So ever since, you know, I've you know, had those experiences coming up, I'm like, yeah, dog, like I will spend my last dime if I get to have a moment with my niggas. So that's just really what I live by. Like, I be broke, but at least I had fun, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's the quote you said again?
Memories over money, bro.
Memories over money. I like that, yo. I definitely like that.
Me and Burgg was planning that trip to Miami. I was like, dang. Because every time I seem like I was saving up money to go, some shit always happening, yo. I'm like,
Every time, yo.
I'm like, yo, I got this, I'm like, all right, so-and-so going, so you might cover it till I get down there. Next thing you know, nigga drop out. I'm like, damn. So-and-so else drop out. Dang. Fuck it. All I got, this one I'm going to go with. Fuck it.
But yo, like he said though, yo, that shit always good. I didn't know you was done.
Cool.
Yeah, I just, that was just like the best time.
Yo, it be like that.
You just look at yourself just getting away, yo. You can go to Ocean.
You need to.
You just go. You can drive to Ocean City, yo, and find yourself having a good ass time. Come back, you think you went to fucking Vegas or something. The whole time you down the street, yo.
Seriously. So, bro, it don't even gotta be that big sometimes. It could be as simple as like you just been going through it, working 12-hour shifts for a couple weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? You could have problems elsewhere with family, and it's a Thursday night, and I don't know, a basketball game on. And niggas like, yo, let's meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings. You know you only got $20.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna go watch that game. You're gonna have a nice meal, and it will get your mind at ease from everything that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's little, don't disregard that. Like, I be telling niggas, like, that's how you help take care of your mental health. Like, shit like that is important, bro. Don't disqualify the things that you know what I'm saying, you look at as petty. Like, they really mean something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that stuff adds up and keeps you at ease. Like, even though we in quarantine, we can't do the best. Like, I'm enjoying this. You feel what I'm saying? I'm be like, yo, remember years ago we couldn't even get out, but Burgg had that fucking podcast on Zoom. We was talking all that bullshit. Like that is going to matter to us. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't costing us a dime to do this. You feel what I'm saying?
Teammates, that's what it come like a factor for real. Where like you communicating with your minds. Like, yo, I feel like sometimes we don't talk about like if we going through some fucked up shit in life or we depressed. That's why I had a talk with Dave on the radio. Like, yo, sometimes we just need to just reach out. Like, yo, how you doing? Yo, you mentally you good? just to check up on niggas. You never know, yo. Sometimes men don't want to express their feelings like I'm really going
Yeah.
through some shit, because they be like, yo, I can get through this shit myself. But sometimes
Exactly.
just having that talk, or just getting out and getting away for a little while, it helps.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
And
small,
it's not our fault,
the
bro.
smallest.
It was
Go ahead.
placed on us. Like it was placed on us. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, being men of the house and being strong and things like that. Like I think it's a subconscious like strategy that was put on us to always be strong. But it's like at the end of the day, bro, we humans. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can have a lot of good men, but how many of your good men do you really know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with their families or how they day at work was. All we do is cut up on bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
sports and females and church, which is all fine and dandy. But like, yo, I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have trust issues, yo? Like, what girl actually broke your heart back in high school that you don't want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what health complications do you got that you insecure to talk about? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really do think as a whole, as a community of men and black men especially, we definitely got to get better at that. But no, but I was glad I was able to share that with y'all because I really do believe in that. Like all that stuff matters to me. I'm always listening. If any of you niggas need to talk about anything, I'm here. Y'all just gotta hit my phone. Ain't never a time I'm never not gonna listen and be, you know, judgmental or anything like that. Cause this right here, bro, like this the shit that matter, bro. Fuck a Benjamin Franklin, fuck a Abraham Lincoln. That shit is cool, bro, but that really got the game
Yeah.
fucked up. Everybody think that's what's important. All the designer, all the clothes, all the flute out, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. You work hard to play hard. But at the end of the day, like where your heart at? You feel what I'm saying? Where your
I think
integrity?
the older you get, the more that you see the importance of relationships and friendships. You know,
Yeah.
because you know while you young, like you said, you bullshitting. I mean, man, Rodney, we went running last week, and like it's like the first time in a while we had like a real talk. We was talking about like, yo, we getting older now, yo. Like, yo, like what's our plans? Like, you know, as far as like a business, doing something. Like that's the kind of talks that y'all need to have. Like, yo, you getting older. Like, don't feel that you just gotta stand still. Like, okay, I'm gonna sit in this place, just work. No, find a way to invest in yourself, invest in something, do something
Can I?
with your life. Go ahead, man.
So I'm gonna admit, y'all, I play a lot. So I know for a fact that it'll probably take a lot for my friends to even open up on a serious conversation. But they know, I hope they know, if they do open up on a serious conversation that I'm all ears. So my question to y'all would be, let's say you did have that friend that plays a lot. How do you go about that topic? Let's say you depressed, yo. You like, yo, I'm just through with it. How do y'all get you to y'all friends and just, you know what I'm saying, let it out? Because you know, like Mason said, yo, men, yo, we so tough. Like me, if I ever get down, yo, I either go. My number one thing is football. I'm running to the field, yo. Even if I gotta go just work out, whatever, just run, whatever. That makes me feel better. Talking ain't really my thing, but you know, everybody not like that. So my thing is just asking y'all, what y'all think would get men to that point to where as though they opening up and expressing themselves.
I think if you ease those conversations in, just you like, you know, start off with the small shit. Like again, Mace was saying, like, yo, how was your day going? How was work going? Then it just start to develop with, okay, well, yo, how you feeling? How your health going? This, that, and the fourth. It's not just gonna be a rip with somebody who you
Yeah.
joke around with, you play around with. It's not gonna be like, okay, well, yo, what's going on with you? Because then they're gonna come at you like, all right, I don't want to talk about that. But if you're talking every day, like not even every day, every a week or so, every 2 weeks, like, yo, how work going, yo, how life going on right now. As
Mhm.
that time, you know, develops and you keep going on and on with the conversations, it'll get to that point where it'll be like, all right, well, now we can talk about this. Now we can talk about depression. Now we can talk about that, and you'll feel comfortable with it. And stop
Yeah.
having to think that every time you're going through something, you got to keep running to the field. Because again, yo, all of us in this podcast right now, we are, you know, a close some kind of way, and we can have those conversations. It just got to get to the point where we feel comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think a strong option as well too is number one, like just knowing your friend, like the small stuff. So like you said, like Rodney, if we know you, like we know that you like football. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that. We all should know that, right? But initially to get your friend to open up, I think you have to take those routes. Even though you shouldn't always have to run to the field, I think you use that to your advantage. So if we know you like football, hey bro, let's just go to the field and throw the ball around, right? And one thing that's always worked for me that I had to learn the hard way, and it's super hard, but I think it always works. But I'm like, yo, like Rodney, let's go to the field, let's throw it away. if you open up first, bro, it makes it so easier, like for your other friend to open up. You know what I'm saying? If you just like, yo, I had a crazy day, or I saw they sending me through this, or I just been a little down lately. Like the fact that you are vulnerable and that you're open up to your man, that levels that expresses like another level of trust that they probably didn't even know was there. And it's like, dang, you know what? Now, bro, I actually been feeling the same way. It's crazy because I was thinking yada yada yada. Now all of a sudden the conversation is stronger, and you like, oh, I didn't even think we would get here. What was supposed to be a 20-minute workout session, throwing the football, and turned into a 3-hour event session. You know what I'm saying? So I think knowing your mans and knowing their, their interests and things like that, initially at least, you use those as avenues. But what always works for me is, bro, it's gonna be hard, but if you open up first, bro, you never know how easily the conversation will flow after that, because a lot of us are going through the same things. We won't even talk about it. Like, we can all help each other, and we just wouldn't be able to know because nobody ever says anything.
I agree with that, 100%.
Devon, Bond.
I agree with both what they say. To be honest with you, like they was 100% on.
And the crazy thing about it, about y'all saying about like us talking and stuff like that, you can just be at the bar just cooling, waiting for everybody, or everybody to left or whatever, and y'all two just sitting there just cooling, and just start rapping about the most random thing in the world, and then you just start floating.
Yeah, that's usually how it works for me. Like,
you just start floating.
Prime example,
that used to be the shit I run to. Like now, like I don't even know what the fuck I run to now because I stopped drinking as much. But at first, it used to always be like, yo, we gotta go to the bar, yo. We got like Beans and Hickman, like, yo, we gotta go to the bar, yo. We gotta go. Nigga, we didn't go to the emptiest bar, just me and him. Nobody in that bitch. We up just drinking and just floating and talking, yo. They can just come out.
Again, like those small conversations, like that's what helped build it up. Like I won't say what me and Burgg was talking about, but for his birthday, we was on I had took you home. We was in the car for a good 2-3 hours, yo. We was just venting, just talking and just rapping, yo. Like the conversation just kept on for. Like we was talking about deep shit. But again, it started from something just so small. We was talking about football, then it started talking about life and a whole bunch of other shit. Like you just have those talks, yo, and it just helped when you start with small shit that you interested in. And it starts going on to some whole other topics that you didn't even think you would get to.
And that talk, like, really helped me because it let me get some stuff off my chest. Like I was holding a lot of shit back, and it's like I got people I can talk to. Like I got my father, I got my brothers, but it's like how he is. Like we don't really like come out because I don't really like express myself. But that night I just let it all out for real, and it really helped.
And I was surprised when he opened up
you.
like that. But I was like, nah, let him talk, let him vent. I mean, he got what he needed to get off, and I appreciated it.
Right before we went to Miami, went down Miami, had a ball, like.
You did. You definitely did.
Came back and was still happy. So
like right now, how we get on this conversation?
Damn.
Small talk. Man.
You're right. You see how easy that switch, bro? Like we literally had a conversation for something deep by talking about just things that interest us. You feel like, yo, we was getting drunk at the bar. We was broke. I don't know how we did that shit. Now all of a sudden we talking about opening up as black men.
Yeah.
That's how niggas just start floating, yo.
Bro, it's real, so.
How has the quarantine affect y'all mentally? What are some things y'all do to better take care of yourself?
Working out became like a big thing for me. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to use this OMAD diet, like eating once a day, to help me lose weight. And I mean, it helped and it worked, yo. But I just seen that sitting in the house all day wasn't helping mentally. So I was like, I need to figure out something to do. So I reached out and was like, trying to work out, and shit, it felt good to get out the house and do something productive. Something that was beneficial to your life.
Man, right hand getting big, shorty. No, what I've been doing.
Yo, this nigga blind.
I've been doing, shorty. I've been doing this good, shorty. This one a little small. You know that right hand.
So crazy,
yo. What is on your arm, yo?
Oh, yo, ain't no way you pause your camera, go get an incredible
Yo, he was
Nigga is
waiting for
wild,
that,
yo.
yo. He was waiting for that, yo.
He said, I'm gonna kill him when this car come up. He said that shit the whole time, yo.
That shit the night before. I'm gonna kill you.
Got 1-4.
Yo, and he kept laughing, yo.
Hey, yo.
It was dumb.
I could not wait to pull that out.
I know for me, I've been drinking a lot more lately since this shit been going on. So I know I told Baines and Kenneth that, Saturday, I'm gonna get out there and start working out and getting back right, so I think that's one of my plans, and I'm definitely gonna cut out drinking for a while again, because that shit make me put on weight. So that's it for real. You start eating healthier. I'm definitely trying to start eating healthier.
Yeah, but
I'm good.
me personally, I've been trying like a whole bunch of like different stuff for real. I've been trying like different challenges. Like, if I scroll past something, I'll just try it out and see how it goes. So last 2 weeks. Well, yeah, last 2 weeks I tried not to eat chicken. I tried to count myself. Then I last.
Oh, my fault.
So is he
My fault,
breaking
Tara.
up in y'all thing?
Yeah.
You said what?
You breaking up like shit.
You good?
Oh,
You good
me?
now? You good now?
You good?
Oh
man?
yeah. I stopped eating chicken for like 2 weeks, and then it ended on Memorial Day because it was the chicken. Once I had taste, I just now I crave it all the time now. So I'm like, damn, I should have just like did something else. Now all I want is chicken now because I got the taste back in my mouth.
But you know what? My fault. Go ahead. I say something when you're done. Go ahead.
That shit pause like a motherfucker.
He said, "Go ahead."
So I got a Muslim homeboy or whatever, and he was basically telling me about eating or whatever, because I had tried this fasting and I was asking him questions about it, and he's basically telling me that mentally we think we hungrier than we are. So a lot of times, like with you and the chicken, you got the taste, and you know what I'm saying, you like the taste, whatever, but it's really just mental. You don't need it, or of course you want it, but if you can kind of like, in a sense, defeat yourself and be like, yo, I'm good, I don't need it. If that's something that you really want to do, then you just got to get past that mental stage. Once you get past that mental stage, you good. Just like when people go on meat diets and all that, they want the meat, but they don't, you know what I'm saying? They can make it through the little time frame that they're trying to get to, even though it is hard because we're so used to it. You know what I'm saying? We're so immune to eating that food. But that was basically what I was just trying to say to you. Like, it's just a mental thing. Just like he'd tell me that, with fasting, you'll think you're hungrier than what you really are. And then I just started trying it. I started trying like the little fasting strategy that he was telling me. He was like, yo, when you eat, you know what I'm saying, try not to think about food, try to think about other stuff, and you'll realize that you're not even as hungry as you think you are. And I'm like, damn, you're right. And as I start going through my days or whatever, I try little stuff. Like now, I would try to only eat fruit throughout the majority of my day. And he'd be like, yo, you'll see that you're not even as hungry as you think you are. Or you just, just munching on seeds or whatever. So that was like a little tip, just to try to help you if you still on your, eating chicken thing.
And sometimes people eat because they bored. It's like some people, when they're sitting in the house, they ain't got nothing to do. That's why you got to find something productive to do. So you're not just sitting around. If you sitting in the house all day and you playing the game, yo, you going to be wanting to eat all day.
Yeah, I work for myself. So the best part of my day is me driving out and get something to eat. So
This nigga is crazy.
That's the best part of your day?
Nah.
Niggas, you wacky as shit. Windows down and shit.
you
That's
drive
my day. Oh,
want to eat it. Driving around, then I just find some place to eat it. I guess.
Oh, it's crazy.
But working from home got to be crazy right now. I saw this tweet that was like, I'm glad I got to be home, but it's like now it's too long because I'm working still 8-hour shifts all day, waking up 7 in the morning till 3. You know what I'm saying? Being exhausted, and the best part of my day is usually coming home to relax. How do I gain energy in the same place that's now stressing me out? I'm like, damn, that's deep.
And see,
That's
I lied to you.
my best part of my day is leaving the house, not coming to the house anymore.
I mean, well, yeah, now, but I'm saying like that. I just saw somebody else post that they was like, I used to be stressed at work, come home. This is where I debrief. You feel what I'm saying? Gain energy and go back to do it the next day. But if you are in the same environment, you working, you stressed out on your laptop all day, on the same
So
couch, you
Tyrell,
chill. Like, what do you do?
and
so
see that
Tyrell,
was
you not go ahead, man. Oh, so Tyrell, so you're not saying that you happy to get out the house to go get something to eat. You happy just to get out the house, period. Because you sitting in the house all day working. So it's not the
Yeah.
food. It's just like, now I get to get out the house.
Yeah, I think it's more so.
That nigga had to go get food. He had to think about it like. That nigga thought about it.
Both though. I mean, I can eat in the house, but I think it's more so leaving. It's more so leaving the house.
and see that's why when we first got that like them rumors about us being shut down for 14 days and all that, I'm like, yo. First thing I thought about was being stuck here with Ebony. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no.
Hey,
Yo, in the house all day long, just me and her. I know how it would have been, yo. We'd have got on each other's nerves. I'd have been annoyed. She'd have been annoyed. I told her, I said, yo, if we stuck in the house for 14 days, I'm in the basement from 8 to 5. Like, I'm doing a
Thank
shift
you.
down there, yo.
Thank you.
Like, yo, that way we ain't get tired of each other, none of that, yo. Because I already knew how I would have got, so I already understand when people be in the house and they be going through it crazy. Even if they're not by themselves, they probably annoyed just looking at that pillow like, yo, I just know, yo, just because I know how I get when I'm in one spot for a long time, like repetitive, yo. Like, that shit start bugging you. So, man, I had already had that in my mind before it even happened. Thank God it didn't. So I'd have been this bitch going crazy. I told her, like, yo.
Quarantine proved to me, yo,
No,
I can't never go to jail. Ever.
yo, no bullshit.
I can't
No
ever
bullshit.
go to jail, bro.
Definitely.
I'm
No
being a
bullshit.
5x7 space, 22 hours of my 24 hours a day. Bro, I got a Wi-Fi,
For 15
game
years?
system, a check, all kind of stuff. I'm TV. I'm still bored.
Yo,
I can't
no.
go to jail, bro. Ever, bro.
And then look, you say it's TV. Right now, we got the option to watch what we want to watch. We ain't got that option in there, yo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You gotta watch
my
1978
brother-
magazines and
PS4
shit.
in there. Ain't none of that. Like,
Yo,
Hey,
that's crazy,
yo. My brother on a box. They let him come home because of the virus shit. This nigga happy as shit. He can't go down the basement. He can't do shit. He just like, yo, I'm glad I get to fucking lay in the bed. I get to watch what the fuck I want to watch. He's like, I still feel like I'm locked up, but shit, as long as I ain't in that fucking cell, I don't give a fuck.
I don't see how niggas keep going back, yo.
Right.
Even without quarantine, well, of course, us with quarantine, we kind of like, oh, nah, we ain't with it. But yo, just going in there for that little bit of time, and you just saying you just closed in.
Right.
Like I said, I went to go make a delivery one time. I went out to the jail down on Madison. Went in there, yo, even the delivery space was small. I'm like, damn, I already feel compact in here. I look in the while I delivered that, I was right there by the yard. I'm looking at the yard. I'm like, yo, you can't even take a proper lap around this bitch without feeling like you ain't seen shit, y'all. I can lap right now, and I ain't go nowhere but on the other side of Madison. Like, yo, like this phony. So, man, I don't know how they do it, yo. I don't.
Some niggas get used to it though, yo.
How, yo? Like, how
I don't
do you get used
know.
to that space, yo?
I don't know, yo.
I don't know how one of my brothers do it, bro. I went one time, nope, that was enough for me. Nah, fuck that. But my brother, that nigga stay in jail, bro. I don't remember when he was home for longer than a year before.
And so that's crazy, yo. It's like, how do you get used to that space, yo? Like, no freedom, no nothing. You just
that's crazy.
in a low ass box.
You ain't getting no ass, nothing. You in a cell with another nigga. Gotta watch your back. Man, fuck all that. Good. Good, G.
I don't get that at all.
I don't try to judge another nigga decisions on what he do. I'm just saying, on my perspective, no, that shit did. That ain't for me.
That's fair.
Everybody make mistakes, but shit, I ain't making that mistake.
Relax, 6'9".
Huh?
I said, relax, 6'9".
Hell. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just a citizen, yo.
This time we go.
Shit. But for me, for the quarantine, I just been I've been trying to do like just different stuff that I would usually be scared to do. Just try to do that, like as far as like this, like starting a podcast. I've been wanting to start this like maybe months ago before even Corona came out, but I was just a little scared to. But I was like, man, like let me just do it. And then
You scared of?
basically, it's kind of scared of like failure. Like if I started it, maybe it wouldn't get the recognition that I wanted it, or it wouldn't pop or go as slowly as I wanted it to be.
But everybody started from the ground up. Again, you don't see everybody's development. You don't see how everything started off. So you may think like, okay, well, they're getting all these views and all this shit. Well, before that, they wasn't getting nothing. It's gonna take time. And then even with the podcast, you're gonna start learning different things to do to make the sound better, to make the video better. It's all gonna take time, yo. But you can't be scared to grow.
That's what I have to recognize. That's how I started. I'm like, might as well just start and then just learn as I go and just keep learning as I go.
Yeah.
Right.
And one thing I say too is post the content that you want to post. Like, make sure this is what you want to do. Because I know we get consumed in social media with the likes and the views, and subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I get it, it's a part of the game. But it's like, if you get consumed with that and that's all you worried about, you sort of lose yourself. It's like, man, as long as you happy with how this going, and you know you got the genuine support of genuine people, man, God gonna do the rest.
And that's how I've been before, for real. So I just been loving doing this. We all coming in, we just talk how we normally talk, but now just record it.
Yep. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
watch what I say. Y'all niggas the boys. Record me and shit.
Shit, I started doing house projects and shit. Now about to start doing a little walkway on the side. Hopefully that come through. But quarantine, huh?
We get old.
Oh hell yeah, nigga! I started planting grass in my back. My dog went and took a piss by it, popped Joe. Like, yo, come on, yo.
Yo, probably standing in the screen doing shit.
Yo, out there with my slippers on with no socks.
Niggas crazy, yo.
Yo, that's how I get, yo. You start appreciating different stuff as you
definitely.
As you like I'm saying, get older or whatever. And then thinking about it, nigga ain't even that old for real. Like 20, 28 ain't old, but
not at all.
Of course, us coming from 13, 17, 23, of course you gonna start feeling old as you know what I'm saying, you hitting those ages, but yo, still niggas can still got lime, yo, hopefully.
Remember that joke at the gender reveal, yo, the little kids was like, that's against the adults. And he was like,
No. They said the grown-ups. Like grown-ups. Oh, yeah. Yo, all us looked at each other like the grown-ups. Oh man. Like, yo, I ain't never been hit with that term before, yo.
Yo, a nigga on the football field though, the other day when we was practicing called me an old head, bro. I was dead. He said, "Old head, you fast, boy. I ain't think you was that fast." I said, "Yo, old head, yo."
That's tough, yo.
Yeah, yo.
No way, yo.
Hey, yo, so have you ever been on like a self date? Like, just you go somewhere by yourself?
Definitely.
No, I haven't.
You said I do that shit at least once a month.
Once a month, bro. I was doing that shit almost once a week or twice a week.
Yeah, you need to.
Sometimes I'll ride, drive, listen to the music for real. Sometimes that's about it.
But like going out, I haven't done that before.
Bro, it's a good feeling, bro.
Yeah,
man, I went to the bar by myself. Only thing I haven't did by myself was go to a movie theater. Only thing I haven't done by myself. Nigga, I went to New York by myself. Got on the bus, rode up there by myself. Actually went to the Knicks game, enjoyed it, came back by myself, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Enjoyed it. Like, I still remember that birthday. I always tell people that, yo, I'm like, yo, if you ever plan something, yo, like I was just about to go to
LA.
Well, damn, I was about to go to LA by myself, but before that, Texas. I was about to go to Texas by myself, but then Burgg and my pop just went with me. But I'd have went by myself, yo. I was dead as like right there on the thing, about to book it by myself and go. And I always tell people like you know, we all joke about it, but we be like, you know what I'm saying? Black people will make plans and then not go. So I started getting to the point. I'm like, man, fuck that, yo. I'm gone. Like you, like what Mason was saying earlier. Like you don't know when your last day is or whenever. Man, just go. And that's kind of the mindset that I developed for myself. Like, yo, I might not have money when you got it, or you might have money when I got it. But if I feel like, yo, right now, I'm trying to go. Like, man, fuck, like it was my birthday. When I went to New York, it was my birthday. I wanted to see Carmelo. The Knicks they was trash at that moment. They was okay the years before, but they got trash at that year. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to see Melo. Man, I got on that bus and rolled straight up there by myself.
Yeah, you don't want to get old and have resentment for not living your life, yo. Like, you know, you want to have those memories as you get older and be like, damn, I did this, and that.
Over money.
Yeah, Mace. Yeah.
Yo, I regret not calling out for work and going to DC and seeing Kobe on his farewell tour. I wanted to see that so bad, yo. I'm like, yo, I know, but what I was doing was, I'm like, yo, I know he's going to come back East, yo. But what I didn't know was they was on that back end of that East tour that was going to end everything for just the Lakers period. And I didn't know until they got to Brooklyn, and they was in Brooklyn like on a Thursday or something like that. Well, I can't get to Brooklyn on Thursday. I should have called out and drove to Brooklyn. Watch my man, yo.
We talked about that, and he was like, yo, I got to work, yo. I was just like, yo, Dad, I think sometimes, like, I get, you know, it's hard for us to get out of work and take time off, yo. But sometimes, yo, we just got to be like, fuck it, yo. It's just certain things that, you know, you can't get back, like certain memories that you want. And if you don't take advantage of that one time, the next time you think it come back around, you be like, damn, I should have went the time before. And you be like, shit, it's too late now.
Jaws don't give a fuck about us anyway, so let's not give a fuck about them. Do what the fuck
Hey,
we
yo.
gotta do.
While we on that, how do y'all feel about giving y'all jobs 2-week notice?
I feel like it's phony, yo, because it's like I gotta
They
get.
these
They gonna be
TV
mad
shows
at
when they
you
get
for
rid of
2
you.
weeks.
That's for me to leave. Like, yo, no, like if I want to leave, I just want to leave. Like, why do I gotta notify you? And just, I think it's fine.
I think it's all the jobs, like my job. If you put your 2 weeks notice in, you're not staying for those 2 weeks. They're getting rid of your ass in the next 2 days.
Right.
So I think that part is fine. Like, you want me to put 2 weeks notice in, and then in like 2 or 3 days you're getting rid of me anyway. You're not firing me. I'm still leaving. You let me go. But why the fuck I put my 2 weeks in? I should have just quit on you in the middle of the shift or something.
That part I kind of disagree with you on that, Bonner. Only because I put 2-week notice in their jobs and they let me work my 2 weeks, let me go, shook hands, and we did.
But see, Ben, I think it's different with us, with being a truck driver, because with companies,
no, this before truck driver. This before truck driver.
Okay.
Before truck driver.
I mean, I think it's a proper protocol. Like, they get time to have somebody replace you.
Yeah. I mean,
I agree.
But I just like my job. Like I said, my job, they let you go. When you put that shit in, yo, you probably don't even work that next day. So like,
I think the problem.
But I don't really know. This is my only job I ever had. I only had one job besides this. So
I think the problem is that, like, people let it get to a place in which they don't want to give it a 2-week notice. They let it get bad enough to where they already want to quit on the spot. So if you let it get that bad, now you have a problem with 2-week notice. If you do it in a place where you sort of in the beginning stages, you know you're getting unhappy, you do it there, then it seems different. But a lot of people get frustrated and they already want to quit. They fed up. They all kinds of shit. So you like, I won't put in my 2 weeks notice, but now it's funny because you wouldn't even want to have the energy or the strength to come in the next day. I think that's why people have a hard problem with it, because they let it get too far.
That's good stats. Tyrell, Davon?
Me, I mean, I agree with the 2-week notice. I guess it depends all on your job and where you're working at, for real. Because, like saying truck driving, if you're the only person that run that route or know that route, and you don't get no 2 weeks notice, who gonna do that run?
Mm-hmm.
Or who?
Yeah.
Like who?
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta give a 2-week notice for that. But then other places, sometimes like my last job I had before the one I'm at, I was working at Rite Aid at the warehouse. I feel like that can easily be replaced. But I basically talked to him, was like, yeah, I found something in my career, and they said if I take this test on Wednesday, then I can start the job on Friday. And I told them that on Monday. And they was like, okay, yeah, I understand that because you're trying to move on to somewhere in your career for real. So I guess it depends on communication, on how you communicate it. If you just like talk to them about it, or you just giving them the letter, or it depends on how you do it. You can just like drop it off one day on their desk. It's all about communication, how you do it. But
I'm always
I do
giving 2 weeks notice. Always. It's just more so to cover my ass for real, so that if I eventually need to go back there, I'm not saying I will, but if something was to happen, it wouldn't be on no shit. Well, it's just like, damn, then you just left us, so we ain't letting you come back. You know, certain things happen, like circumstances always happen where you might need to fall back on that old employer. And if you do, you gotta make sure you carry them the right way. You know, you carry them with respect, they carry you with respect, so that if something does happen, like, I need a job right now, and you know, in that predicament that they're gonna hire you. But if you just say fuck them and leave, they're gonna look at you like you gonna do it again. So if you don't have the respect for me then, you ain't gonna have respect for me now. So I'm not gonna carry you that way neither. So no, I'm not gonna hire you back.
Burger?
I already said mine. I said mine first. Oh, y'all ain't
You
hear me.
sure? They want
Yeah, I
you
heard you, Burgg.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think you should. My bad. I think you should give your 2 weeks notice. I mean, like y'all said, it's proper protocol for real, and you never know when you're gonna need that job. So I definitely agree. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna add on to that question. I'm adding on to that question. Let's say you've been actively looking for another job, whatever, and the job hits you like, you can start Monday if you like, and you're gonna get basically a big pay raise. Y'all going with the 2 weeks, or y'all?
I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask the new job. Can I start in 2 weeks and just finish up the 2 weeks with my old employer?
Yeah, is that what I would do?
Yeah, that's the best way to go for.
Yeah, I think
I'm not jumping out the window for 2 weeks. I'm not jumping out the window for 2 weeks of a pay raise when I could be getting that pay raise for years down the line. I just stuck it up for 2 weeks with the old employer, and then when it's my time to go to the new job, that's when I go.
Wait, if the job offering you more, you saying you're gonna turn the job down?
No, I'm gonna ask
just
them.
say you
I'm gonna
can't
ask
start
them,
that day.
can I start in 2 weeks? Like, instead of starting right then and there, say, hey, well, can I start in 2 weeks?
So what if they
instead of
say
now?
no?
Yeah, what if they say no?
What job really gonna say no?
I think they're gonna respect it. I think a job will respect it.
I don't know. That's a new
Why
job.
would they say you can't start in 2 weeks?
That's a new job that's hiring you and paying you bread, and you saying you're gonna try to tell them to wait for you?
Hold on, I'm gonna get a quick pause real quick. Real quick. So I'm gonna give you an example. In this pandemic, in this time we in, I'm gonna use my job for example. Our job is we were slow, and then everything just kicked up. So now we're starting to be behind stuff, right? So they're like, man, we need drivers now. Like, you coming or not? If they give you that ultimatum, what are you doing? And you're getting a major pay raise. Are you leaving it, or are you saying, I'm coming?
I'm gonna say, give me the rest of the day. At least.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, just listen. No, just listen.
I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm gonna ask them, can I get the rest of the day? I'm gonna speak to my employer, see if they're okay with me, coming over instead of waiting my 2 weeks. It's just a respect thing I have, yo. I'm not just leaving a company just like that. I'm not. I mean, even if it's a pay increase, I'm not doing that, yo.
Yeah, I think that's real, bro. And I think any job, like, in a right mind, like, will respect that, because that's like a worldwide policy. Like, and if y'all need them that bad, y'all not gonna say, all right, I'm not gonna need you in 2 weeks. Like, you gonna
find another job.
But I'm saying, what if they interviewed mad people, so they choosing you out of these people. So it's like, all right, you don't want to come, I'm gonna hit these other people. If they say they coming Monday, your ass need to.
I'm still going through protocol. Thank you, Mason. This might not be the job.
That might not be the job. If they so quick to not respect the fact that you're trying to have respect for your previous employer, then that may not be right, because that'll show you that they can kick you to the curb like that. Off rip. Now, what about when the pandemic over and it slowed down? and now they don't need drivers no more. As quick as they was quick, you to replace you, that ain't get rid of you.
That
So that's
the problem, though. I don't care
Mace,
what they their money.
that's a good one, yo.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
I agree.
I'm actually with Bonner on this one because, and that's what made me ask y'all this, because I feel like we're quick to respect the employer, but they're not quick to respect us, y'all. Just like with what's going on right now. They didn't give people a 2 weeks notice and say, oh, you know, we're slowing down, things are getting bad. They just say, oh, hey, tomorrow don't come back. Peace. And they do that so much to where as though even if, let's say, I don't know, let's say it's slowing down or you know, they losing accounts or whatever keeps your job going, they're starting to lose it. They're going to cut you right on the spot. They're not going to give you that respect of, oh, hey, Kenneth, you know, this, and the third. Yeah, 2 weeks we're going to do this and the third. Some companies do, but a lot of companies don't. They cut you straight off. So that's what made me ask y'all, like, yo, what makes us respect them as much as they respect us? Because, and I get the whole job security, this and the third, or going back, but it's a billion jobs out here that we can go to and get the same pay, same everything. So why?
Well, you talking about a different field. When it comes to working.
All fields.
Listen real quick. With our field, it's easy to get a job. It's not as easy for a lot of other people to get other jobs. So it's important for them to make sure that they handle their previous employers.
It's easy to get any job if you're in that field. They only hire you if you're in that field, though.
And I was about to
say it again, Bonner.
I say is any job can replace you easily in that field.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you finding another job.
And I think that's the biggest flaw in the trucking industry, yo.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest.
I think so
too. Finding a job like that. So
I haven't had any issues.
How many jobs you? How many jobs you had?
I ain't want to ask it, but
three.
How many local jobs have you had?
2.
What was the first one?
Same company, but I left and went back over the road and came back.
Right. So you've had one local job.
But listen. All right, this real quick. I'm about to give you a prime example of the situation. The job I'm at now, I originally was with them, and I left. I made sure I put my 2 weeks in before I left, and they was treating me like shit. Like I was ready to leave. Like, I was like, yo, I can't wait to leave these niggas, yo. I was pressed to leave. So I still put my 2 weeks in, no matter how they treated me. I left, and because I needed to come back and do local, I was able to get the job back because I put my 2 weeks in.
So basically, you've had one local job.
Yes.
You had one local job, right? So that don't really count. You didn't really leave them and go somewhere else. I think that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest lie in our industry of it's easy to get another job. You can't just go out here and apply for another job and they'll call you tomorrow like that. Not locally.
Locally, no.
Right. Nobody wants to be over the road. So
shit, man, that's not true.
I'm saying, okay, we're going to use the majority. The majority of guys don't want to be on the road. They want to be home with their families and doing whatever. So when you look at it like that, it's not just a snap of a finger of, oh, if I quit my job today, they want to call me back in a week? Nah. Nigga,
yeah, I agree with that.
I was unemployed for like 3-4 months at one point in time in my life.
I remember that.
With trucking. So I feel like that's the biggest lie that they tell us, that you will always have a job. You won't. Well, you might do, but it ain't something that you want. You feel me? It ain't local. Niggas want local work. So I feel like why are we so loyal to companies that isn't loyal to us? Why is that?
Double standard.
And the only reason why I think that is for what Kenneth said, just so you can be able to come back if you need to. That's the only.
It's like regardless of how somebody treats me,
that would make you want to. Because like my job, right? Like it was a guy at my job, right? Everybody wanted to leave that motherfucker and go to the next job because they was paying more and everything. So hello motherfuckers just jumped and left. Some people put their 2 weeks in, some people jumped and left. You got one person, he jumped and left his truck out in whitewash and everything and left dirty.
I want to do that.
He got at the other job and tried to come back. And that nigga's like, oh no, I think you left our truck in a whole other city. We had to come pick the truck up and all that.
Yeah, see, that's just wild.
The only reason why I think people do that is for job security if you have to come back.
No,
It's a messed up double standard.
No, I think it's also for like job references too. So if that's your last job, and you try and get another job, they're gonna call your current job.
They already trying to take you though. His excuse, his example, they already taking you. They need you to work Monday.
Right.
So right, we need you. Like, what you gonna do?
I'm definitely. I wouldn't. I don't give a fuck. More money, I'm gone.
Yo,
I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
All right,
shit.
question. Can I? Listen,
hold on.
real quick. Say you take that. I ain't said it. I ain't said it. Hold on, just real quick.
Question.
So, say you take that job, right? Say they was like, oh, all right, well, we want you to leave, and you take that job like instantly, and just leave the other job, and that other job lets you go in 2 months. And because you left that job so quick, your previous employer, they like, oh no, nigga, well, you need a job right now. You need a job bad right now.
Yo, it like James said, yo, it's a million other jobs, yo. I don't give
exactly.
a fuck,
You're just unemployed.
I'm going to get something else.
But you can get that other job back quicker because you've already been through that system already.
Not always.
All right, Rodney, not always, but it does happen.
It happens, but I'm just saying, not always. It's not a guarantee that's there. That's just like, okay, we saying we use a 2-week notice for us to go back. It was a reason for us leaving there, yo. We didn't want to be there no more. So basically, we're backtracking instead of going forward. So
sometimes you gotta backtrack when you got bills to pay.
I'm not trying to backtrack at all. Just give me unemployment. For all that, just give me unemployment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that.
Like if you get like, what's the difference? You
gotta put. I mean, yo, you always like. I understand what you trying to say and trying to do, but like, yo, your happiness is more important than all the other shit for real, yo. So you can find a better job. Fuck it, yo.
Right. Like why run back to that job that you was so desperate to leave and be like, oh, just because I have it, just be like I have a job. No.
All right, since you've been on unemployment before, this got a question. So when you get in unemployment, do you make the same amount of money?
I actually got denied for unemployment. So I was out here without no bread, no nothing. It was just me. Actually, shout out to Evan. Like only major bill I had at that time, which is a fucking blessing, was my car payment and my phone bill when I was on unemployment. So that's a blessing. Abney paid my phone bill for those 4 months. My car payment, I don't know how to. I think I had savings that was knocking that out. And when I got back to working, I had no money or whatever. How that worked. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like you're in that by yourself or whatever. You can't, you know what I'm saying, look at people and be like, oh, can you help me with it? Like, no, you're on your own. So I just feel like, what's the point of going back? Like it's like I didn't want to be there, yo. I wanted to better myself. That's just like when I left Canada Dry, yo. When I left Canada Dry, and I went to my other company, and I got fired. I didn't want to be there, yo. I'm not going back no Canada Dry. Like I wasn't even making no money. I was miserable. I was making no money. Like what the fuck am I going back for? So,
Bangs, when that happened, that was the time that you had just your car payment and your cell phone bill, right? All right, listen to this though. Everybody doesn't have just those bills. So people got rent, people got car notes, people got BGE.
And I'm still not doing it because
you may not, but some people may have no choice, yo.
Right.
Maybe,
right.
Yo, because listen to this, because from what I've heard before, yo, this is what I've heard before. Unemployment does not pay you what you originally get paid from your job. It's like a percentage. So
correct.
Right now, I'm gonna thug it out and just go back to the job, regardless if it's something I want to do or not. Yo, sometimes in life, yo, it's some shit you gotta make sacrifices for.
Yo.
Yeah.
And see,
in my opinion, that's how it go, yo.
And see, I feel like that's why people get stuck in a place that they don't want to be at forever. Instead of having that leap of faith and be like, yo, I'm going to find something, yo. I'm going to get where I need to get at. I'm going to find a better place, this, that, and the third. They go back to where they're comfortable at, yo. Sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable, yo. No matter if I had, just like now, God forbid, if I lose everything right now, yo, and let's say I left my job and went to somewhere else and then whatever. If I was so unhappy at my job, yo, I'm not going back, yo. Not for a check, yo. I'm going to try to go somewhere whereas though I know I'm going to be better mentally, all that. We just talked about mental health and all
Ronnie,
that.
Ronnie, I agree with all that you saying, yo. That you got to take a leap of faith. Yes, all that you saying makes 100% makes sense. What you saying? My thing is this, yo, is that everybody does not have the chance to make that leap of faith. I'm not saying you got to go back to that.
Why don't you?
Listen, yo, just listen real quick, yo.
I'm listening, but why don't you?
You had the chance.
Some people,
to go
yo, sometimes say it take you 3-4 months to find another job, yo. You have no way to pay your bills. The unemployment is not enough. Some people are not waiting 3-4 months to get a job. Some people will be like, well, shit,
no faith.
Yo,
that means you have no faith.
Listen, Ronnie, can I finish what I'm saying, yo?
I'm listening.
You can go back to your other job, work that until you find another job, yo. People don't have savings. Some people live in paycheck to paycheck. I'm not living off of faith with my bills when I'm about to get evicted. You can't live off faith with getting evicted, yo.
Real quick, Bon, I'm gonna say one line, Bon. I'm gonna say one line. And you can go. If 3 to 4 months you say this ain't it, this, that, and the third, you have no faith. Faith has no time on it, yo. You can't say, oh,
you faith pay your bills.
No, it doesn't. It might. You might be laid off for 3. You might. That means you don't believe, and that's fine.
I ain't gonna lie, you got a point.
No, listen. You gotta believe, yo.
Stop. Because I'll let you talk. Hold on, real quick, Bonnie. If you believe, then you believe. It's not I think it's that just because this happened in 2 months, the time that I want it, that means nah. Yo, it has no time limit on it, yo. It might take you 8 months. Whatever happens. What if in that 8 month you hit a major pay raise? It happens.
Right, so what are you supposed to do about your bills?
Yo, you gotta make way. You gotta make
make a way by working and having a job.
That's not no. That's not making a way.
That's not making a way.
Making a way, yo.
Kenneth, you said you're gonna go back and go to that job until you get another job, right?
Yes.
The whole moral of this question is: what if the next job you find when you got the job hit you with the same scenario? You gotta leave Monday.
Huh?
You can't put your 2 weeks in.
No, that wasn't the topic.
That's how it all started.
Right, well, we was talking about if the job that you went to, the new job, you went there and then you left. No, not you didn't leave. That you got fired.
You don't got 2 weeks.
No, we saying.
No, he said. No, he always said he put his 2 weeks in. He always said he put his 2 weeks in.
Yeah, and then you go.
But the question was, if the job wants you to start working Monday, you don't have time to get your 2 weeks.
Right, and then you go to that job, and then you there for like 2-3 months, and they fire you, and then you got to figure out what you're going to do. Yo, this is all I'm saying to you, yo. Pain, you know my situation. With the whole situation I had at the apartment of Sedonia, yo. So the faith thing, I agree with 100%. But all I'm saying is, yo, I do. I'm saying everybody cannot live off of
you don't,
faith, yo.
You don't. You don't, and that's fine, yo. Because you're putting a time limit on your faith. Ain't no time limit, yo. If you believe, you believe. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with that, yo. That's what you believe, yo. But you can't sit here and be like, yo, because a job didn't come through in 5 months, which I only had money to cover my bills for 5 months. It didn't come. So now, I don't believe no more. Nah, that might have just been your test.
Can I ask you something real quick? So say you just going off of faith, right? Say you're going off of faith and you're like, fuck it, I'm not going back. If you don't go back, what you gonna do? I'm just asking this question. What are you gonna do if you cannot pay your bills and that eviction notice is on your door? Are you still
keep
making it seem
like it's the only job you can go to? Like, yo, it's
right.
No,
why you keep saying it like that? It's millions.
Davon, listen, this is what I'm saying. But Roddy is talking about 5 months down the line that you're gonna be unemployed. So for those months that you unemployed and that eviction notice hits your door, are you still supposed to just go off of faith?
Okay, so this another thing I'm gonna hit you with. I don't know no grown man that's just gonna sit home and not trying to find some type of hustle. Just like
the hustle is going back to the old job.
That's not a hustle. That's crawling back to where you. That's not a hustle at all. Okay. So I'll give you an example. When I was off for those months, this when I was going crazy with the shoes, buying whatever. Nigga, I was about to sell all my shoes to pay what I had to pay. So you're going to find a way to get what you need to get done. Just like you know, some of our parents might have went through this where as though they might have hit a rough time where as though they had to do some shit that they didn't want to do. Whatever that was. They did it.
So that's the job. That's the same
That's
shit.
not the job. That's not the job.
All right.
I'm saying
Okay.
that.
You just said do something that you don't want to do.
What I'm saying is eliminate that job that you keep trying to go back to. I'm not going to that job. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying you're trying to go forward, yo. You keep trying to go back to this job. I'm eliminating all that.
Nigga, hustling ain't going forward, yo. I'd rather have a stable. I'd rather have a stable paycheck that I know is coming in.
Be there.
Yeah, okay, but still, I would rather have a stable paycheck than me sitting here trying to hustle up some fucking money to pay my bills. I'm not doing that, yo. I don't care what every man. Yo, I don't care what every man would do, yo. I want a steady paycheck. I know it's coming in, so I can pay my bills. I don't care. I'm doing it.
Hold on. I would love to hear y'all talk some more, but I gotta cut this off, yo.
Real quick, Burgg. Real quick, Burgg. So would you rather be stuck? Would you rather be stuck in that same place because you'd rather go back for the next 30 years? Or would you rather take a chance on yourself and see what's out there and see what happens in the next 5? Just answer that question.
I would go with the second option.
Thank you. All right.
But okay, no, we really.
We gonna stop it and we just gonna finish it.
We're not gonna finish this. We'll finish this in person.
Yeah, we finish it in person.
Thank you.
All right. Because I'm trying to figure this out too. I'm trying to figure it out.
Mason, thanks for coming in as the guest, yo. We'll let it back, yo.
Yes, sir. Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it. We out.